Hello, this is Simply Adventuring, coming to you from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and today I am here at Fort Hunter Park for Fort Hunter Day. So I'm gonna try to give you a little bit of history here with the help of good old Google here. So Fort Hunter, let me put on my glasses first. Fort Hunter history centers on its role during the French and Indian Wars as a British fort built around 1755 to 1756 on the land previously settled by Samuel Hunter. The fort comprises of a blockhouse, a stockade, served as an alarm station and supply depot for the Susquehanna River. After the war, the fort fell into disrepair, but the surrounding property later became site of the mansion, a frontier village, and eventually the public Fort Hunter Mansion Park. So, with the outbreak of the French and Indian War around 1754, the British constructed Fort Hunter as part of a defensive line along the Susquehanna River. So the fort measured about 10 feet and was a 10 foot by 14 foot log blockhouse with a stockade. Served as a crucial supply fort and alarm station for the frontier. So I just, like I said, arrived. I'm not sure if, I think that's the mansion over there, but I'm not sure. Never been here, so I know that's a church for sure, but we'll look around. And unfortunately the first thing I came upon was history of slavery here. And yes, there was contrary to popular belief, there was slavery here in the North, even pre-Civil War as well. But here's a little bit of history of the slavery here in the United States. I'll get a little bit closer so you can see. Hopefully you'll be able to read the information. And this is a three-sided stand here. So here is the history here in Pennsylvania as well. Oh wow, I didn't know that. Wow, I learned something new. That William Penn owned actually 11 enslaved people. Wow, I did not realize that he was a slave owner as well. That's interesting, because I thought he was a Quaker, and I didn't think the Quakers were slave owners. Wow. But a century later, Pennsylvania passed the 1780 Graduate Emancipation Law. So if they were born in 1780 or later, they were freed by the age of 28. If you were born in 1779, you would have been freed immediately, I believe. Wow. Wow. There's Miss Harriet Tubman. So let's start looking around. So this event begins at 10 a.m. and it goes on till 4 p.m. So it's a 6-hour event. Not sure how long I'm going to be here today yet. Oh wow. So it looks, this is like the Looks like a top of a column. That's in the, you know, where the top of the building would support, and then the rest of the column would be below here. But I'm not sure for what particular building that would have been. That's interesting. And then there's another piece of it over here as well. So there are food vendors here as well. So this is known as the Centennial Barn. Daniel Dick Bowes constructed this grand building for his new business, the 400 Dairy, in 1876, the year of the nation's centennial. Built in the side of a hill, it is a traditional German bank barn form, common used in this area. Unusual and elaborate Gothic revival details beautifully finished the structure. The interior of the first floor was originally outfitted with many cow stalls arranged scientifically to make sure of the best use of the farmer's time and energy. The huge second floor housed a storage area for equipment, hay, and grain. Wow. So that's the Centennial Barn. So it's, oh, so they have looks like they have a, oh sorry, a carriage trade exhibit going on in here. Oh wow. And they have a quilting exhibit as well.
Thank you.
Oh wow, Ned Smith Center for Nature. So Ned Smith was a Revolutionary War soldier.
It doesn't close when the doors are closed.
So they have the wheat weaver, a historic barn and foundation. So I'm not sure which way is the exhibit. So right here they have the African American Quilters gathering of Harrisburg as well. Rug hooking and quilting exhibit.
Yeah, and you can't put the oil in first. So it says, and we're not going to test it.
Oh wow. So they have so you got history of the underground up here in Harrisburg as well. There's also the restrooms are here as well. African American at the 400. Wow. Wow. Well, good morning.
I know, I heard her in action the other day.
Do you know what a welcome tent is?
On Front Street. Out on Front Street.
Have a keychain?
You're pushing to have it? Okay.
Also, if you want, you can reach your hand into our mystery box, our nature mystery box.
Right now that's a little bit crowded, so we'll look around. So they have homeschools here as well. Oh, wheat weaving.
This one is
Never heard of this.
Okay.
Wow.
It's similar. Yeah.
Wheat weaving.
It's on a tree.
So if you think about straw hats.
Right. Oh, okay. So it's similar. Okay.
It was done as part of harvesting rituals based on the belief that there was a spirit that either lived in the grain or the field, and you made a resting place as you were harvesting for that.
Wow.
In the following planting season, you would crush it and return it to the soil.
Okay. So return it back to the earth.
And it would grow again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It is a
Interesting.
cracked cap.
Oh, wow. That one looks like a seahorse. A little bit.
Yeah, these are pieces to pick up and check out, and I have make it, take it pieces.
Oh, okay.
I should put a make it, take it sign up there.
Okay. Okay.
And because I've made them all, I can tell you that those over there feel just like these do.
Okay. Oh, wow. So you're just damming it to soften it? Or?
It soaks for several hours, so it's soft enough that you can fold it together.
Yes.
Okay. So it's different pieces already made, so I'm sure they're available for purchase, so you can. Wow. Oh wow.
Feathers surrounding their feet. It helps kind of muffle the rest of their sounds while they're flying and landing and things. Yeah. And the Great Horn has the strongest grip strength.
Rug hooking.
Birds and
I never thought mushroom.
My daughter was doing this for a little while, but she stopped doing it again, the rug hooking. Wow. Nice pieces. So this is where we're at in Fairhaven. Last Supper. Mountain laurel.
Yeah, we have trails.
And the rough
we have a
grouse.
play area.
The state flower and the state
How
bird.
safe is it from bears? That's my biggest fear.
Black
Going
knight.
It's, I mean, I have only ever seen.
Websmith.
Yeah, I've heard reports of one bear this summer.
Okay.
Never. We saw it at our bird feeder got destroyed early in the season, so we ended up taking it down. But we haven't. Like I said, I think maybe June I heard one hiker say they saw a bear, but otherwise all summer we haven't.
Yeah, I haven't visited this place.
stuck in the pool.
So right here you have mystery boxes, so you can feel what's inside the box.
He had a
More for
spinal
the
surgery
children.
back in November, and so there's a lot he couldn't do that he's learning. And I've taken
I gotta
him to
make a
some
trip up
small
there.
trails like our Bowling Springs.
At some point. Wow. I wonder if we were allowed to go upstairs. See what's upstairs. Oh, this is the second floor of the barn. Wow. Huge. Soon this miniature Fort Heinemann made to look like a little purple martin house will be lifted to conceal the nearby light. Oh wow. Oh, so this is where they have those carriages that we saw downstairs, the sign for. Wow. Oh, okay, we can actually go around them. Wow, this thing is. Oh, okay, there's also a rear way to come into the bank one. Here's another one. Wow. So you can look inside, see without. I know it's hard to see without without the light on being on, display light. We got some cutoffs. Oh. So this is a landau. So the reason is, I guess, because the landau roof, style roof. The car most associated with was the Cadillac, had the landaus. I believe this was supposed to be retractable, like you can remove the whole rooftop as well. And then this one is a extension front rockaway. So I'm gonna give you a You can pause to read that if you wish. So this is the carriage trade up here. The horse-drawn vehicle collection. So this is a two-wheeled road cart. 1890. The maker is unknown, unfortunately. So this is a dump rake or a hay rake. And I believe this tool over here would have been part of it as well. They would have attached this as well to it. So that's that right there is a McCormick Deering mower. That over there is the Oliver cultivator. I'm trying to figure out what this guy is. Okay. So this is, I believe it's the one behind over there is a spike harrow. Used to dig up sod or grass field. Okay. That might be the Oliver plow right there. Nope, actually that is the cedar. That right there is the cedar planter. Oh, this right here is a two-section harrow. Help break up large clods of dirt. Okay. The next one. Market wagon or box wagon. So if you've seen my video, I went to the wagon works up in Berks County. They give you an idea there of how the wagons were built, and so check out that video if you wish. Learn more about the wagon works. So different. Let's see what this is. Okay. All different type of sleighs. Oh, they're up there. I was looking for them. I was wondering where the sleighs were, but they're up there. The market sleigh is that one up there, and the other one was known as a basket sleigh, which happens to be this one right here. Okay. There are more, but we'll come into this corner and see. So these are the harnesses. Harness, collars, blinders, saddles. So obviously saddles, harnesses. Oh, I have to go around here a little bit. Anything you would put on a horse. I'm getting ready for the work day here. And then horseshoes. Oh wow. So it shows you the different styles and for different types of horses as well, which ones were used for each types. So that, for instance, that's for a regular draft horse. So a mule, look how much smaller a mule is, as well as a pony. Okay, right here is the bridles and the bits used to basically control the horse which way you want it to go, left or right, or by pulling on a certain way on the reins. So obviously the blacksmith shop would be the ones to make it, and then usually a blacksmith was also like what they call a furrier. He was the one that would shoe the horse. And again, more. Another rockaway. This is a light rockaway. Carriage. This is a Concord runabout. So a lot of the times they would have these things out on display outdoors, but because today is an overcast day, I'm not sure if they're going to put that. And again, here's the mock-up of a horse. Historic barn preservation. Oh wow, historic barn and farm preservation. Saw their truck on the outside. So learn the lingo. So this is Victorian era slang. Lift the flap to learn what the word means. Cool. Got the morbs. Oh no. A phrase to describe a feeling of sadness and melancholy. Sorry. I didn't want to fly rank. The bald, shiny head of a man. I've heard of that one before. So let's see, unfortunately, what's a floozer? Someone that is often clumsy. Okay. A chuckaboo. Let's see what a chuckaboo is. A term of endearment for a close friend. Okay. Let's see what a actual church bell is. I'm gonna see it upside down. A woman that talks too much. You know why? Because sometimes they say people gossip too much. And so a giggle mug is someone that often smiles often. Well, that makes sense. What's a whooper-ups? Someone that sings both loudly and not very well. A bag's a mystery. Sausage links. Okay. Interesting. Lift the flap to check following questions. Yep. So you would have to start from the beginning and come back, and then we'll look at the answers. So, oh well. Historic Barn Foundation of Pennsylvania. So 400 is a long enduring institution. The longest is from. It was the first home to native people before the Europeans eradicated them from the land. It served as a lookout post and a communication hub during the French and Indian Wars. Later became the home for several prominent families from the region. So yes, obviously that's who the Susquehanna River is named for, the Susquehannock. They were the first people to call 400 home, and were Yep, the Pakistan boys came down to Lancaster and killed the remaining ones, as well as the Conestogas who were down there. So they wiped out the Okay. Archibald McAllister, the grandson of Captain Matthew Dill, found the present-day Dillsburg. Okay. Purchased this site in 1786 from mere £4,000. Translated to today's currency, he paid approximately $1,737,000 for 331 acres of land. Sorry. To the next one. Sal Carriage, or Craig, was a young woman enslaved by McAllister for 48 years of life. It is presumed that she was the principal house servant based on the records of her exceptional skills. At 68 years old and due to be sold, Craig fled from Fort Hunter. Despite advertisement attempts to find her, no further mention of Sal Craig was made. It is believed that her descendants are buried in nearby cemetery located in short distance from McAllister Cemetery. So if I see that one now, we'll pay a visit. Helen Bowes Riley, the youngest daughter of the family. Oh, we read a little bit about that outside already. The one that purchased this built this as well, Centennial Barn. I might not read all of these, but you can do that for yourself as well. Pause. So this is the woman that was responsible for turning the 400 into a house museum. So we're going to take a house tour. Okay, now we can test the knowledge. Wow. Let's see what the average life expectancy was. So you can take these off. The average lifespan in the United States was approximately 60 years of age. Wow. 1631? No, 1400. Wow. So give you some information. I didn't read. 43 cents to spend the night at the Tavern House. 1800s with breakfast included. Wow. But it was probably hard to make that 43 cents. To give you some of the answers there. True or false? Savannah was just one of a string of British fortifications. True. Yes. During the French and Indian War, British forces built many forts spanning from the Delaware River to in the north to the south central Pennsylvania. Okay. I'm trying to go through these a little faster, so take part of the other events. Oh wow. False. Oh, he loves snakes. As the mice that would otherwise ruin the farm crops. Oh wow, cool. Didn't realize that. And just north of Harrisburg, what did they name the forge? Oh, darn it. I don't remember this one. Okay. Forge was named Lucknow Forge. Was looking for luck now. Okay, that makes sense. So didn't know there was a forge up here, just north of here. That was built. Fort now. Do I want to go that way or do I want to go downstairs? I think we'll go downstairs. Wow. Well, these scales, yeah, these are Fairbanks scales. I guess they would weigh the hay and stuff like that with that, I believe. Pretty neat so far. I believe that might be the mansion over there, so we're gonna head over there next and see what else. So there is today it's half price for the mansion tours. Normally they're $10, but today it's $5, so we'll be doing that in a little bit. I don't know if you gotta get tickets or anything like that. It says had a sign over there for that. So here's some of the entertainment that's gonna happen. Right now it's the Susquehanna Folk Youth Society Jam Session is occurring right over there beside the barn. So, and then this is the schedule of who's going to be performing here. So Milkshakes is here, not to be confused with the ones that they do at the farm show. So this is informational historic farming.
Oh, okay. Now I was going to say before it's music.
Might check that out later. Oh, they have a garden map here. Nice little garden. So this is the Tavern House. So if I'm wrong about, I thought this was the mansion, but it's not. So I think the mansion is up that way. So let's go inside and check out the so they're doing a cemetery tour at 1 p.m. which I'll probably be back for. So they have a military display as well here, a Civil War. Oh wow, awesome. But the upstairs of the mansion is off limits today, but we can come and check out
Sometimes you
A
got
little
one
bit
big
about
square,
Civil War
and that's all you
history.
had for the day.
Like you just,
It's like salt and flour and
So
water,
here's
right?
some
And
uniforms
bugs? Yes. Now that's
of the era.
Morning.
Morning.
Yes, it is.
you tell me you need
Yep.
protein, so
Yeah, you can
open your mouth when you're
Hear
out,
that?
let them fly.
twang twang of it. Yep.
It's a
And
mouth held.
Yep. Mouth harp, a juice harp, whatever. Go ahead.
Yep.
Wow. Shows you what the inside of one of those
And
shells
over here we
would
have
look
some
like.
haversacks that the gentlemen carried, the soldiers.
Some of the
Oh, yeah.
You'll feel what that's
Clothing
like.
they'll wear.
It's coated with the stuff. And then inside they
So,
would put their
Zouave
rations and other
kepi.
things. And they could, but imagine how gross that got if you had a piece of ham or something.
Good.
And you marched 30 miles, but that's all you had to eat.
Positions.
No.
Equipment.
Aren't they cute?
It's all right.
So we just had a little
Give
boy
your
in here
room to
dressed
walk.
up in stuff. It was really cool. Hello.
Oh,
Welcome to the National Civil War Museum display.
you know what that is.
And we have all these
Hard
clothes
tack.
you can try on if you're
Oh
interested.
wow, money.
You want to try some stuff on? Okay.
Well, back then they
You
didn't
wanna
have a
be
centralized
Confederate?
banking
Well, this
system,
would have been the
so
currency back then.
yeah, they didn't have no centralized banking
No,
system.
no.
So
Each state
even
had their
yeah,
own
each state had their own currency.
Yep.
You want to put your haversack on?
So it might have not been worth the same thing from
In
state
another
to
state,
state,
no.
yeah, and they may not have
Which hat
accepted
do
it,
you want?
right,
Right.
as well.
You want this red one? You want this little cappy?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll put that on you. There. Now, do you want one of these rifles? You can pick one of those out.
Canteen.
Okay. All right. Let's fix your jacket here a little bit and let your mom pick your shirt. Okay.
Cool. You're gonna have
You're ready for war.
a manual for the musket, for the 1861 musket.
Now come over here and look at what your shoes would be like.
And that's the
Those are the kinds of shoes you would have on. Can you imagine that?
that
And then
would have
you
been
had
a
a
Confederate,
canteen.
and they call that the
Look at this.
butternut, I
That you
believe.
would carry around. Isn't that cool?
Okay, now we gotta take it all off, but.
Is it fun being a soldier for a minute? Nope. Here, let's take this off first.
So I've already been to the
There we go.
National Civil War Museum as well in Harrisburg here in
Thank
Harrisburg.
you. Thank you. You're welcome.
Neat.
Thanks for coming in.
Yeah. Oh, she was showing the
Those are the
haversacks. Yeah. They were made with different materials.
You can sign up for, if you want to get emails from the National Civil War Museum, or if you're considering being a member, you can just take one of those.
Okay. So I've already been to the National Civil War Museum, so I don't have to go there. Train excursions that are happening now in the fall.
How about this, you ladies?
Might do a few more train trips. Not sure if I'm gonna do anything during the fall months here. See what's over this way. So we have an antique cider press. Oh, okay. So they're gonna. We're still right beside the tavern here, but this is the summer kitchen. So we get to see what the summer kitchen looks like. Oh, cool! They're having press.
Hi, how are you?
How you doing?
Good. So this is our traditional apple cider press. This one dates to around like 1900, 1910. Yeah, if you want to get in, you can kind of see the gears in here if you zoom in a bit. We just started putting some apples in. So essentially I can walk you through what would happen. So this, like I said, probably around 1900-ish. This is typically when hobby farms are becoming more of a thing. You're buying some land, you have 40, 50 trees, you're kind of doing it yourself. Previous to that, throughout the 1800s, it was more, hey, I have a little homestead, I have 40 or so, maybe, sometimes, as little as 20, whatever you could kind of manage on your property.
I'm just a neighbor down the street.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, you're gonna grab your apples and you're gonna take it to a cider mill in town, and they'll kind of grind it up and squeeze it for you. A lot of the times with cider, as opposed to grain, where grain, you would take it and usually they would do the majority of the labor. Usually you would actually basically be renting the cider mill, and you would do a lot of the labor, or the mill's family, whoever owned it, might help you out with it, things like that. So this is more in the hobby era, but back then you would basically have different things in town or go and grind through. So how this one works is we dump our apples in here. We usually halve them. It's just enough to grab it, and then you'll turn this gear. And as you start turning it, there's a big gear here that really grinds it down. Then we have some finer gears along here that really help to pump, basically grind it all down and make like a pumice, we would call it. So traditionally they would use layers of straw. Basically, the animals won't eat straw. It's hollow, it's a nice filter material. It was a good use for it, essentially. And then whatever was left over, they kind of compost. So you put a layer of straw, you grind your apples in, another layer of straw, this and that. Once this gets filled up, we slide it down underneath here, and you start cranking this down. We have this nice big wooden disc here. We drop this in and start cranking this down on our bucket. And as that cranks down, it starts squeezing all that pumice and squeezing all the juice out into our bucket. Now, traditionally from there, you barrel it, you let it ferment for a couple of weeks. You have your hard cider for the winter. Here, obviously, we're not really licensed to be making serving hard cider, so we're probably going to boil it, sanitize it, that sort of thing. Just, it would be technically apple juice. We'd still consider it cider here in America, just because, when you get that sort of unfiltered looking jug, we call it cider. They would call it maybe sweet cider, but it's really juice everywhere else. Cider technically refers to fermented apple juice, essentially. So that's sort of the distinction.
The juice that comes out of the apples as you grind them, it just gets caught up down in the straw.
Yeah, so the straw will act as sort of a filter to help keep the solids in the straw. And when that squeezes out, we have this slotted wooden, if I can pull this out.
Oh, so it'll just run down in the bucket.
It'll just run right down through here into our tray.
You don't use anything.
Nope.
Got it.
And then you compost whatever's left in the...
Yeah, typical thing, so one of the issues they found was if they just spread it right out in the fields, you have all these apple pieces, a lot of wild animals, a lot of rodents and stuff would just kind of come in, eat it, and eventually, well, there's no apples left, you have all these rodents in here, now they're eating the bark on your trees and killing things. So typically what they would do is actually let it compost over the winter in a big pile, and then once it kind of composted down over the winter and the spring, they come and spread it after. You could obviously, if you wanted to, use it to supplement feed. You could use some of the pumice. Sometimes they'd run it again if it's a tight harvest. You could water it down and run it again, and instead of like a 4 to 8%, it might be closer to maybe like a 1 or 2% alcohol content, and have sort of a runoff version of it that you could give for maybe people that couldn't drink hard cider, because obviously at the time they're a little iffy about the water. So hard cider is a drink of choice. Everyone's drinking hard cider basically at the time.
Good vitamins.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
There you go. Winters are cold in Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Yep.
Hard cider and moonshine.
So much.
Yeah.
Here we have a little bit about beekeeping. Oh, actually, before that, let's see. What's she making? What's stirring in the pot? Apple butter.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
This paddle's heavy.
How long till it gets to that consistency?
A few hours.
Okay. Especially with just wood fire.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, I know it's not your fault the way the wind is blowing. Now watch, as soon as I move over here, It'll start blowing my way. Oh, wow. Homemade apple butter.
Pardon?
I said homemade apple butter.
Yeah.
Copper kettle?
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you have, the only other kettles they had were cast iron, and
Okay.
that would, do a metallic taste to the
Oh.
apples. So those copper.
Okay. Smells so good too. Fiber arts and drop spindle. Not sure what this is about, but we'll find out.
So I am spinning wool into yarn.
Oh, okay.
So this is sheep's wool.
Right.
And this is kind of like the old-fashioned manual way to do it.
Okay,
So
how
we
about
have mills now. So people just send wool to the mill and have it spun up by a machine. But the old-fashioned way is if you wanted to have clothing, you had to turn the wool into yarn and then use the yarn.
Would have been in flax?
So it depends on the location and the time period.
Okay.
So this is wool.
Wool.
And a lot of people here, you would have seen the women with, it's called a distaff, which is like a vertical stick that they would hold the wool on.
Okay.
And just spin like this.
Okay.
And you'll see other places, depending on the time period, like the big spinning wheel,
Right.
where they had to walk back and forth, and like the big wheels. So just depending on location, it could have been cotton, it could have been flax, linen, any combination thereof.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting me know.
Thank you for asking.
Yes. Goats. Well, we've seen so many farm animals this weekend. Look at that one. He's looking for, oh, it wants mommy's milk, it looks like. Why goats? Okay. Also, they have a dairy goats. I didn't know that. Okay. Miss Pennsylvania.
Morning.
Morning. Oh, beekeeping and stuff. Okay.
Yeah, so I have a bunch of information here about like if you're interested in learning about beekeeping. You don't have to be a beekeeper. There's a really cool class that Penn State puts out with just like a ton of different information, basic background to what would you need if you wanted bees.
That would be the Penn State Extension?
Yep, Penn State Extension, yep. We also have some information on the pollinator protection plan. And I also have my brochures down here. So I just have some information about the Honey Clean program and some really delicious honey recipes if you like to cook or bake with honey. But then my friends to the left of me over here, they have the yummy stuff if you want to taste anything.
Okay, thank you so much.
I was to urgent care this year.
Honey here. If you don't know much about beekeeping, we can learn more about beekeeping.
Yeah, you make it fun. But it's not gonna, like if you're eating, especially in the fall, people drinking all the sweet stuff. They're not, the honeybees are not after you. It's like I can it's the sugar mailbox. No, it's the yellow jackets that.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, with the honeybees are more of an amber color.
This is
yellow jackets, you'll see they're
like a vibrant
yellow. Yes.
Okay.
So you just have the lavender.
That is just phenomenal.
Lavender I did
They are
around there.
Oh, sorry.
But we're all, and if not, I can always grab it from that.
Of course.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we infuse that with the Thai chili peppers. And there's a tasting if you'd like.
We always do.
It's good on food and in food.
Let's see what else we can do now. We have Victorian games, wood carting, wool carting, and we can learn how to make butter for those that don't know how to do it.
This over here.
So we'll look. So they have a lot of good things for kids here as well. Events. For Hannah as a plantation and gentleman's farm.
Are you buckling? Alright.
So he's churning. He's churning and churning and churning.
Because if there is quizzing, they can guess what they are. You know, I haven't even heard them.
Carding. Carding. So it'd go from that and then it slowly but surely. Give you some more information about carding wool. Wow. Yeah, I forgot. Kids will start working at a young age from ages 4 to 5. They were seen as workers.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. You can do it yourself.
You guys abbreviate things all the time. You know, like abbreviations for things. How about this? Any,
churning butter.
are you you're recording? You taking a picture?
Recording.
Recording. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Making butter today. That's what we're doing.
Okay.
Yeah, you're like, I just want to make sure. Yeah, you are. There you go. You want to try it? Come on over.
Sure.
I can record you making butter. You want that? Yeah. See, let's go. Is it recording now? Because I can't see anything. All right. So.
Oh, just touch the screen.
Touch the screen.
You can see where.
Oh, see, now I can see you. There you go. Here, what's your name?
Lewis.
Lewis. Here's Lewis, man, making butter for 100 day. Now, I'll tell everyone later on that Lewis was a part of making butter today. I appreciate it.
Yeah, my channel is simply experiential.
Sounds good. Have you ever made butter before?
No, never made butter before.
No. How's this feel for you here? I mean, what do you think about making butter?
Seems like it's a little tedious.
Tedious? Yeah, it is a little tedious. Yeah.
Doing this all day.
Yeah, but we appreciate your help today.
All right.
Thanks. See, look at that. It's easy. You're natural.
So these are a lot of the, so this is, I believe, the Jacob's Ladder. I believe this is what this is called. This would have been Victorian times as well. They would have used that. Obviously, they would have had paper dolls and stuff like that as well. That's obviously pickup sticks. So some of the games aren't as old as you think of there, but jacks.
Okay, how would it be used? Like, how would it, so someone says something and then you use it. What would you like someone to say?
So then there's more African American history here.
And then is that is I is? No. No. Alright, give me.
Now let's head this way to the family cow. So this got a preservation award, 1999. The family cow.
They squealed
So let's meet Vera, the cow. She turns 5 in October. She's pregnant with her 3rd baby. Has produced 6,154 gallons of milk. Let's see Vera. So she is currently pregnant, as you can see. She's very, very pregnant. Yeah. She's very, very pregnant. Yep, I know. Yeah. Hi. Hi, Miss. Hi, Miss Vera. She's like, I don't want to be looking. Don't look at me right now. Yeah. Wow. Oh, on her 3rd right now. So this is Destiny Dairy Bar.
I'm Amy.
So they have ice cream,
Nice to meet you.
milk
Nice to meet you
samples
guys.
as well. Family cow.
Yes, that's what we encourage.
Oh, and by the way, this building we were in, churning butter, is the stable. So McAllister constructed the stable around 1810 as a mate to the tavern.
It's a coon food.
So we already went this way. Let's head up to the there's the garden right here. And it's currently growing a lot of stuff. Look at cabbage, tomatoes, late season tomatoes. I'm not sure what all these flowers are, but so they have a map and it tells you exactly what so we have information on historic farming here.
And
as
they
well.
help people.
Milkweed.
Good, how are you? Sorry. My mom's doing the best she can, but she doesn't get paid.
I'm looking for your plants. Some ladies just helped you.
Oh, okay. Absolutely. It is getting a little windy.
Yeah.
You guys familiar with her?
So you can guess what each of the plants are.
Just an organic research.
Ah, I know what that is. That's
Been around
pawpaw.
about 80 years and some change.
There's a pawpaw
Throughout that
right
time,
there.
I have the organic gardening encyclopedia.
You hold on to that because like it's
So different seeds. There's walnuts. Oh, they don't have any spice bush right now.
Oh, okay.
Joe Pieweed.
Okay.
and so like yeah.
New England
They have the
Master.
theater stuff out there too.
Man bark. Red bud.
Following line of all the research, we just got to a point where farmers started calling us and wanted to do things organically. So I myself.
Why is it hard to find? Aren't they printing it anymore?
Kinda. I mean,
So oh, this is Rodale Institute.
Pennsylvania's research budget last year was $11.6 billion.
Yeah.
120,000 of that was dedicated to organic research.
Oh, yeah.
120,000
Large in aluminum foil.
Oh wow.
And we mark it, it goes that way, and we put the arrow on it so that it's opposite the seam, so that when the thing's loaded into the barrel and you have to punch down through, you're not punching the seam and not actually punching the powder bag.
Wow.
And this is the type of round we use. It's a lead projectile. They used originally were cast iron projectiles and a little different. They were explosive rounds, but we can't use those obviously today.
Right.
So this is what we use, a lead projectile to shoot targets with.
Oh wow.
And this thing's very accurate. At 200 yards, we have to put them into a 12-inch circle. Don't worry about him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
To know how everything works.
Yeah.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Pretty cool, huh?
So I guess he's gonna bring me more stuff to see.
This is a picture of our target that we shot at one of the nationals.
Oh wow.
This is the center ring, or the V ring we call it.
Okay.
And then the outer ring is 18 inches. So at a national shoot, if you don't have all of your rounds in the center, you are not placing in the top 3 places. The other target we shoot is a counter battery target. And as you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rounds. This square with the cheeks and the barrel is considered 5 points, and all you have to do is cut color in order to score. So that's a perfect score there.
Oh wow.
25 points.
Great.
Yeah. And that's at 200 yards. So these guns are accurate.
Wow. Great. Awesome. So unfortunately, no actual live firing of weapons today. They don't have the permission to do so. I was joking around and said, "We're shooting to the river." And I guess the guy that runs the show says, "No, we can't."
No, we can't. They originally wanted us to, but you have to have an area. I didn't know exactly where they were going to put us, but this would have been perfect. We could have shot
Oh
down
man.
across the river. But oh well.
Sure.
This is a recreation of our regiment's flag.
Flag, yeah.
You want to get a shot of it?
Yeah. Definitely. Wow. She was
Exact replica of the regiment's flag.
nice. Wow.
The battles they fought up to that point.
It's a lot of battles.
Our regiment was in from April of '61 till actually they got out the end of May 30th of '64.
Okay.
Now some of them re-enlisted and went into the 190th Pennsylvania and fought the rest of the war.
Okay.
But I'd say about half the regiment went home in '64.
Wow. Cool. Good to hear a little bit about the history of the 2nd Pennsylvania, right?
First
Pennsylvania.
First Pennsylvania Rifles, and Pennsylvania Bucktails. There was actually 3 regiments of bucktails, but we call the other 2 regiments bogus bucktails, because they were formed later on. Some of the officers from our regiment went back to Pennsylvania to recruit troops. Well, somebody got the bright idea, instead of recruiting troops to replace the losses, they create 2 other regiments. Well, part of that incentive was if they created another regiment, then they could become colonel of that regiment.
Oh, wow.
So the original bucktails and the bogus bucktails never got along. And one of the peacekeeping things that they tried was they presented this flag to them. What they call the canton.
Okay.
It says presented to 1st Rifle Regiment by the 149th Pennsylvania.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
See that now.
The original flag of our regiment was lost during the 7 Days battles. The company that had the flag was fighting a delaying action, and they got surrounded and captured, and they buried this flag in the swamp, but it was later found by the Confederates, and it wound up in Jefferson Davis's house, and General O.C. Ord found it after the war, and he kept it in his possession until it got donated to the Smithsonian Institution. Probably about 15 to 20 years ago, it finally came back to the state.
Yeah, at the archives. Yeah, I heard about that.
We actually took this flag with us when we went to see our original flag, and the Historical Society took a picture of this flag.
Yeah, Art told me about that.
Yeah.
That the state flag was up there. We were speaking. Apparently we both served in the same unit, but at different times.
Yes. Well, no. If you were in 2001, I was there when you were there.
Oh, okay, really?
Because I served from 91 or 92 to 2006.
Yeah, I served from 93 to 2001.
So we were there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And then when I put the bullet in,
So look at that. We fellow soldier. And we were in the same unit. But I was with Charlie Battery. He was.
You were 13 Bravo?
Yep, 13 Bravo.
Yes, we wear the gloves.
Then I became a cook.
It gets hot. And if it was to go off.
After 3 years, I got tired of being on the gun line. I was like, nah, I'll do something kind of
You know Ray. Shoot, I can't think of his name. He was our cook. Ray. Can't think of his name.
Yep.
I know you know him.
Probably, yeah. Probably at summer camps, we probably worked together at because we consolidate all the kitchen staff during summer camps.
And that's something. It's a small world.
Yeah.
That's not really gunpowder. That's
Oh, wow.
yeah, well, I put water.
Beautiful. Hello. You guys goes up to the Renaissance Fair?
Not the PA fair.
Okay. Nice. Nice pieces.
No, we go every year.
Okay.
We just heard some less than savory elements about the owners.
Oh.
So we decided we'll try and do other shows instead. Also, it's really hard to get in to
Yeah.
fit there, so
Yeah.
a little too hard, but you're good.
Too hard.
It'll be fine. But
Okay. Never had anyone tell me I hammered too hard. That's not a thing
You-
I'm used to.
Usually it's too soft.
Yeah, exactly.
Nope, not enough. She's doing some hole punching.
Setting eyelets.
Oh, eyelets.
so, yep, a little more than that. Okay, you want it to be kind of just seated, just flush with the leather. Okay. Nice. Make sure you're definitely back on there, or it'll make a nice old dent in it.
So what's the piece going to be when it's finished? Like a little satchel?
This will be a pouch.
Pouch.
Yep. So, once all the eyelets get set, there'll be a
Oh, yeah.
leather lace.
See the eyelet already
Yep.
on there now.
So the leather lace will get through here, so it'll cinch up, kind of like a bag.
Like a money bag. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
But then we've got a leather piece that'll go over top with a buckle. So.
Thought it was going to be like a holster or something like that.
Oh yeah, no. I've done holster. I've done plenty of holsters.
I'm sure.
Yep.
Cool. Nice.
Yep, that's fine. That's fine.
Look at that. Look how nice, cool they look.
Yep. So these little pouches are pure leather. There's no stitching, no hardware, no nothing. And then the crochet stuff is actually a good friend of ours.
Oh, okay.
Made those stuff in her free time.
Thank you very much.
Oh, certainly.
Yeah. So we got a little bit of some, looks like antique cars here. Oh, AACA is up here. Been there too. Had a video from the AACA long, like maybe, I'd say about 3 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah, at least 3 years ago. I went. So they have raffle tickets to win that Corvette. Wow, $55 each. But if you buy 2 or more, they give you a discount of $5. So. I'm trying to remember what the letter stands for. So this is a 1930 Ford Model T. Built from 27 to 32. So it's the Antique Automobile Club of America. I just remembered what it was.
Yeah, they make restorations.
Nice. So we got a 1912 Model T. So you can see a little difference in the years. Obviously that's a 1930. And as good old Ford said, you can have it any color, but it has to be black. 1930 Model A closed cab. Oh, Harrisburg Auto Parts. So every one of these pieces I bet you this is it. Oh, this is a display called the Lost Service Stations of Central Pennsylvania. Yeah, funny, we had like 1 or 2 in Lancaster. They're now gone, but the locations are still there. So this is a so they have the book available here for $25. So there's a gas pump right there, and old. Oh, it's a credit card machine. Wow. An antique credit card machine. Unfortunately, don't know what year it's from, but you can go check out Jimmy Rosen's gas station gallery here. It's a mobile inner trailers. Trying to back up so you can see a lot of the picture. I can do just one big sweep. Oh, there was a service station here at 400. So the 400 Park service station. Wonder which building it was. So these tell you what they are. So it's still a filling station. It's up on Jonestown Road here in Harrisburg, and a dentist's office. Formerly the Lighthouse and the Double K. That one's in Lingelstown. That's in Harrisburg. Hey, Lidditz, yep. I'm not sure if that one's still there, but it might be still. Now I gotta look. Now I'm gonna have to look for it when I go up to Lidditz the next time around. So they're doing hayrides here. Oh wow, there's still more stuff down that way. So this is again a one-day event. I believe the mansion is open, but I forget when they are. Steam engine here. Antique. See what it's. See that there's the actual sign for 400 Mansion in person. Oh, it's an antique hammer mill. Wow. So it's an oil field, Reed oil field engine. Manufactured in Oil City, PA. Northwestern Pennsylvania. So the owners from Grantville, nearby. That's what I kept on hearing as soon as I came in. Hello. Let me get a snapshot. And there comes the hayride. I'm parked somewhere in there. I think I see my vehicle from here now. My newish. See my newish vehicle from here. Newish to me, shall I say. So yeah, this is again 400 Day. This year it's on September 21st. I think they always do it on the third Saturday of September. Yeah, I got my sweater around me just in case it feels a little still, might nippy. So they have can do chalk art here apparently. Eventually we'll get back and do the tour. Gotta find out where they're. Oh, don't want to step on it. Looks like that's what she's making. What she's holding that up. That piece, that's what it's going to be when it's finished. Guess what? You're worth it. For cleaning chalky hands. A lot of people just need someone to be kind to them today. Be that someone. That's right. Beautiful pieces. Home decor. Yeah, it would have been nicer if we would have had a sunnier day, but resources. Gettysburg Cookie Company. So it looks like there's a lot of vendors up this way.
You want Giz or Gazmo? How you doing? Your mom got some stuff for it.
So these spots for vendors. So if you wanted to rent the spot, that's where they have the spots marked out. Oh, there's a building down this way. So we'll do that and then come back around. But
Which would you rather have? I think this is good.
support the fort.
Hey, you too.
Yeah, he saw me earlier when I was at the cow. So there's not sure if that's the Rockville Bridge over there. Could be, yeah. I think it might be the Rockville Bridge over there. The longest stone structure in the world. Stone arch structure. There's porta potties stationed. Yep, I was right. Yeah, so this is still Front Street here, but it's all blocked, cordoned off for the event today. So I was correct. So this is the Rockville Bridge. Been wanting to come down this way for a long time and check it out. I've driven by so many times up here on 22. Hello, this is Adventuring, and we are doing the Pennsylvania marker series here. So right behind me, as you can see, is the Rockville Bridge sign, and right over there is the Rockville Bridge. So the longest stone masonry arch railroad bridge in the world, visible to the south, was built between 1900 and 1902. Main for the surrounding small settlement, it has 48 arches and a length of 3,820 feet. It is the third bridge constructed here by the Pennsylvania Railroad. A wooden structure has had been built in 1847 through 1849 and followed by an iron bridge in 1877. So I hope, like me, you love Pennsylvania history and these historical sites. If you're up here in the Fort Hunter area, come check out the marker here at Fort Hunter Park here for the Rockvale Bridge.
But he was a teetotaler, and he didn't like the fact that his sailors would sometimes like hoard their rum rations that they got every day, twice a day, I think, right? Yeah, and then they get drunk. He didn't like that, and he always wore, when he was on deck in foul weather, he wore this long coat that was made of grogram, which is a wool and silk blend. And so sailors called him Old Grog for his grogram coat. But he decided to cut down on the drunkenness amongst the sailors. He would dilute the rum with water. And he would add a little lime to help prevent scurvy, and maybe a little nutmeg on top. I don't know if the sailors got the nutmeg or top. We get it at the Sussex Tavern. And it's quite a tasty drink. So this is called All For Me Grog.
And if you are a person that frequents Irish pubs, you've probably heard this. And you may think, what are those guys singing in Irish pubs all the time? And I was amazed to find out that this first appears around 1740. And it is that old. And I'm sure the words have changed a little since then, but the whole idea of the song and the tune go back well into the 18th century. So here we go. Well, it's all for me grog, me jolly, jolly grog. All for me beer and tobacco, for I spent all me tin with the lasses drinking gin. Far across the western ocean I must wander, and so for me grog, jolly, jolly grog. All for me beer and tobacco, for I spent all me tin with the lasses drinking gin. Far across the western ocean I must wander, I'm sick in the head, I haven't been to bed since I first come ashore with me plunder. I've seen centipedes and snakes, my head is full of eggs, and the bugs that take the path away out yonder. That is all for me grog, jolly, jolly grog. All for me beer and tobacco, for I spent all me tin with the lashes drinking gin. Far across the western ocean I must wander. So where are me boots, me noggin, noggin boots? They're all gone for beer and tobacco. For the heels they are worn out, the toes are kicked about, and the soles are broken out for better weather. Yeah, it's all for me grog, jolly, jolly grog. All for me beer and tobacco, for I spent all me tin with the lassies drinking gin. Far across the western ocean I must wander. Hey, where is me shirt?
is the Hindi word for 5. Those ingredients are liquor, usually rum, could be other things, water, sugar, citrus of some sort, and a spice, often nutmeg. And yesterday, we'll have you know, was National Punch Day. He made punch at home. I had nothing to make punch with at home, so I really feel left out. But of course, if you're with all your companions in the tavern, the bottom of the punch bowl is what you want to get down to. So here we go.
So that were very interesting music. Forbes Road Frolic. So You got a lot of vendors over here. Vendors row. Cool. Love that. Shows you where the whole path of the Susquehanna from all the way from New York down to here. It's cool.
Hey, take my picture.
I got you on video.
No, that's a lie. It's a lot of fun.
Okay. Neat.
Just
That
think
is
of how much
cool.
entertainment I got.
I love that.
And I didn't even have to pay to go to the movie. Okay, fair enough. You went through those things. I'm seeing it.
Oh, stained glass. They do stained glass there. Oh wow. Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful piece. Photography. So
That's more for an apple cider. It's a cinnamon
postcards of some sort.
Yeah, I heard you talk.
I thought they were much bigger trees.
Local honey
People don't even know it has flowers.
at Elliotsburg.
It's a flower like a, looks almost like, you know what honey looks
We got
like?
honey lollipops for $1. It's a cheese shop. Wax melts. And I think that's it for this side so far. So they have a pavilion over there with children's activities. Actors here. We got a McCormick Farmall and a wheel horse. Okay. Antique tractors. There's something I want to see up here. If you hear it already. The music box. That's neat. So we got friends of Detweiler. Oh, Wildwood. That's another park I'm gonna have to come and visit one of these days. I heard it's a nice little park coming in the middle of the.
Okay. We worked at Rock 4 down Lancashire, which is 1795. So it's like we're trying to figure out like how close it was. It's Georgia. Yeah, it is Georgia. Okay, great. Thank you. No problem. How you do?
I knew it. I thought it was close. I wasn't sure if it was earlier than ours.
Oh, they're doing candle dipping here. Cool.
Work at trying to get them to be straight. Straightening a little bit. Or you can roll them, as June was doing over here at one point. I don't know if anybody was doing it. Okay, you're on. Go. I will help you as we're going along. They look pretty good right now. Alright, so, alright, why don't you go ahead and...
That was candle dipping. You didn't get enough of bagpipe music from my the Covenanter Scottish Festival. A little more bagpiping for you. Oh, they're doing the Scottish dance. Okay. This is the Scottish Dance Society. I think we saw some of this over there at the Covenanters Scottish Festival, which I had attended to, so I'll show some of the styles of dancing that they would have done. And in some way, shape, or form, they're all wearing their family tartan. And obviously, because of the McAllister last name, they have Scottish descendancy. I'm climbing aboard now finally for the hayride. I'm gonna sit in the bundle here at the end. Probably not gonna be a whole lot of people here as it was in the last one, so that's why I chose this, so that I don't have to film anyone if I'm facing the other way. Nope, it's facing that way. I'm recording myself. So we're just gonna go down the street over there. Here, this is still Front Street right here. We're gonna go down almost to where the police are and then come back right around, do a nice little loop. Huh? Yep. Huh?
I was trying to send you stuff.
Hi. Young man wants to be on a YouTube video.
What do you do?
Simply exploration. Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, sure. All right, folks. Look, keep everything inside the wagon. Stay seated. Nisha, she's in charge of her murder mystery today. So if you need anything, she'll help you out.
That's about as much I'll show people. Apparently, there's a murder mystery going on. I was gonna try to jam into the last one, but it was really full and I wanted this front seat anyway. There's our tractor driver. I love doing hay rides at any event that I can get a chance to do it too. And now I'm going to show you just the front now. See my car right over there. It's the silver one next to that orange one, orange and blue one. So it's news, as I call it. Oh, I love these little relaxing hay rides. He's driving a John Deere 4700, I believe. pretty much coming up to the church. Some reenactors over there, dressed in period clothes. It's going to be a pretty, as quick as 6 miles an hour. How many? Oh yeah. I have over 700 videos in my channel. Yeah, so this concludes the ride, the hayride here up at 400 Day. Next batch is ready. Check out the food, see what they have available here. So we already saw the kettle corn being made. This is braised and confused. Braised. Oh, they have pernil. Williams French fries. We got chicken tenders. Here they got hot hot dogs, sausage burgers. Over there they have soft pretzels. Oh, okay. So that's what I saw. I saw the lady walking around earlier. The Hall's ice cream. Not a day for ice cream today. It's a little bit cooler than I expected it to be. But it's only going to be in the lower 70s. Blueberry barbecue. So they have water ice, banana pudding. They have Mad Dash sandwiches, artisan grilled cheese sandwiches. And over here they have soup.
Grilled cheese.
See what they have. Oh. More like a soup kind of day, but wow. Oh, they also got sweets here. Pumpkin cheesecake. Oh man. Very different. I was just looking to see if they have any more options. But it is kind of a soup day today. But that was a little much, I think. Soup, I don't know anybody would expect. It is a food truck, so they got to make their money too as well. They have expenses as well. So there's the mansion. Gentleman playing bagpipe again. Walking this way.
Excellent. My name is Jessica Webster. I'm the Fort Hunter Park Manager. And we just want to take a few minutes to thank everyone for coming today and talk a little bit about the history of Fort Hunter Park. Back in 1980, Margaret Wister Miggs kindly gave Fort Hunter Park to the county. And we are fortunate to have Margaret's granddaughter here, Mary. And Mary wanted to say a few words.
So I know you guys can do a better "How are we enjoying Fort Hunter Day?" That was a lot, right? Yes? Yay. Okay. So again, I just have a few sentences, not giving you a full history of Fort Hunter. But I know my grandmother would be so pleased to see everybody here today. It's been just an incredible weather day. No rain, not too hot, all of that kind of thing. And it's important for me to come every year. We live down in Arlington, Virginia, my husband Jim and I. And it's important for us to thank the people who keep this dream of my grandmother's going and growing actually over the years. And those people are the Friends of Fort Hunter, the trustees of Fort Hunter and Dauphin County, and all of those groups work together in collaboration so that you can be here enjoying this day today. Thank you. See you next year, and I hand it over to Meg Ream, who is, I'll let her tell you who she is. Meg Ream.
Good afternoon. My name is Meg Ream. As president of the board of directors for the Friends of Fort Hunter, I'd like to thank all of you for being here on our 68th annual Fort Hunter Day. Long ago, it was through the vision of the Meggs family that Fort Hunter has remained a staple in this area. And it's absolutely wonderful that they come back every year. This day wouldn't be possible without the support of the Dauphin County Parks and Recreation staff and all of our volunteers to give their time, talents, dedication to make this day so special. We're truly grateful for your efforts to bring this day to fruition. Of course, I'd also like to thank our Dauphin County Commissioners for their support and their participation at our events throughout the year. We're also grateful for a list of sponsors who help us with Fort Hunter Day. namely our presenting sponsor, UPMC, Fort Hunter Days historic programming by M&T Charitable Foundation. Our stage sponsor for the day is BRP Entertainment. A big thank you to all of our food vendors. Our supporting sponsors are Hit the Angles 360 Photo Booth, Visit Hershey and Harrisburg, the Mr. Foundation, the Miter Foundation, Susquehanna Folk Music Society, First National Bank. And finally, our media partners for Fort Hunter Day have been Oak Tree Outdoor Advertising, CBS 21 News, and ABC 27 WHTM. Fort Hunter is grateful to have so many people and organizations join together to bring history, festivals, and fun to our community. Thank you all for being here on Fort Hunter Day.
Once again, on behalf of Dauphin County Parks and Recreation and the Dauphin County Commissioners, thank you for coming to Fort Hunter Day. And now back to your regularly scheduled programming.
So right here beside the Everhart Bridge, they had this little walking path with more information. So showing the early transportation. So locally, the Susquehanna River and nearby mountains acted as barriers, encouraging travelers to move along the river's edge. People traveled on these paths and on the river. Native Americans used dugout canoes. So you can see Native American settlements there, and a map of all the Indian paths, as they were called back then. Trails they would use for traveling and trading. So we're up here in what was known as Pakistan before Harrisburg. And I'm all the way down here, but to the east further. So let's see what the next one says. So to accommodate pack horses and later wagon traffic, Indian trails were often widened, although they were still narrow, rugged, and rutted. If a route was popular, property owners and local government might improve it. If the work was privately undertaken, it would have often become a toll road. Logs, planks, and stones were laid on the surfaces to make it more passable. When the road needed to cross a stream, people erected a bridge from the cheapest available material, wood. They roofed it to preserve the wooden elements. Covered bridges are rare today. The canal. That was the roads. The Pennsylvania Canal was a boon to travel and shipping. Commonwealth of Pennsylvania funded its construction starting in 1828. Before the canal, travel from Philadelphia to Pittsburgh took 7 days. Canal travel reduced time to 3 days. This monumental building project encouraged westward expansion. The canal was so new and fascinating that famous people took trips as tourists. Charles Dickens remarked upon the Fort Hunter area during his trip. As night came on, we drew in sight of the first range of hills. which are outposts of the Allegheny Mountain. The scenery, which had been uninteresting hitherto, became more bold and striking. The wet ground reeked and smoked after the heavy fall of rain and the croaking of frogs, whose noise in these parts is almost incredible. Sounded as though a million fairy teams with bells were traveling through the air and keeping pace with us. The canal was quickly superseded by more practical railroads. So it's showing you different photos. This is so there's a dried up canal nearby Dauphin, the town of Dauphin, not the kids. We're in the county, but also as well, but there's a town also. Might have to investigate that. I don't know if I'm going to do that today because I have to go to work later tonight. Oh wow. So there was an aqueduct right here nearby that was destroyed. To carry the canal over Fishing Creek, which is, I believe, that way is Fishing Creek. Wow, that's a shame. I want to see what's over here before I check this out. See what's in here. Oh, okay. Looks like there would have been probably a creek down there at some point, but I could be wrong. And back to the railroad. The demise of the canal, pretty much. Although an economic failure, the canal inspired rapid development of private profitable railroads. The railroads followed the general route of the canal west. In 1852, it connected two industrial powerhouses, Philadelphia and Pittsburgh, crossing the Susquehanna River on the Rockville Bridge, which I already did a video for that about the signs, so check that one out separately. It's not going to be a very long one, but then over here's the highways. So I'm trying to find this service station, which they're gonna be upgrading soon. See if I can. I know it's nearby here, so it was right here in the park, located right here in the park somewhere. So the highways. Cheaper cars in the 1920s meant more drivers demanding better roads. As early as 1916, this area of Front Street was designated as a portion of the William Penn Highway. This highway was part of a larger network of new national roads. It was widened, paved, and became a state highway in 1929. This early automobile route ran from New York City through Allentown, Harrisburg, and Pittsburgh to West Virginia. It had 3 different locations through Fort Hunter lands. Currently, Route 22 and 322 is now located east of the Old Canal. Services such as fuel, food, and lodging, as well as attractions such as Fort Hunter Museum and Tea Room, sprung up along those routes. And then the next and final sign here is about the greenways. Thankfully to conservation efforts, more places are getting saved as greenways. So greenways are corridors of protected open space managed for conservation and recreation. Greenways often follow natural land or water features, linking nature preserves, parks, cultural features, and historic sites with each other and with populated areas. Greenways may be publicly or privately owned. Some are the result of public-private partnerships. Trails are paths used for walking, bicycling, horseback riding, or other forms of recreation or transportation. Some greenways include trails while others do not. Some appeal to people while others attract wildlife. From inland plains and mountains to the beaches and barrier islands of the coast, the Greenway Network links America's special spaces. Sometimes the construction of limited access highways unintentionally makes only vehicular travel possible. For example, one can travel north of 400 to the town of Dauphin only in a car. The intention of the Greenway is to get people out of cars for walking, biking, and paddling. Currently, 400 is on the Susquehanna River Trail, part of the largest Susquehanna Greenway and Pennsylvania Department of Transportation Bike Trail Route J. A future greenway has been suggested using the old Pennsylvania Canal, also found in the park. Oh! So there is a towpath, okay. I believe that might be it up ahead. So let's go check around over there. Because I just saw those poles and I was correct. I bet you this right here might be part of the old canal. So they're playing some bluegrass music in the background. So let me go look. Yeah, this definitely looks like a canal, the way it's shaped. So this is probably Pennsylvania Canal in there. But this was the old, looks like this might be the old towpath right here. Let's see how far this thing goes. Probably not very far, but yes. Wow. So the Pennsylvania Canal System, I believe, is over 400 miles, stretching from Pittsburgh to Philly or vice versa. Wow. And let me turn you around so you can see me. I keep on forgetting to do that. So used to doing the POV version of it. So if I'm correct, I think this might be the actual, well, we're definitely on the towpath right here. By the looks of that photo that I saw there on the board, showing all these telephone poles that are behind, well, not quite yet, but you can see more of these telephone poles here. Not sure if this would have been part of what they call the eastern section, or I know the actual name of it, but of the line, Eastern Division. Actually, they had different divisions for different sections of the canal as you made your way to Pittsburgh or Philadelphia. I'm still in the park proper, but this is neat. A little extra part of the video here. Might do this as a as a separate video from the actual event here. So I think what we're hearing is 22 and 322 is right next to us. Oh, wait a moment. See something here. Oh yeah. There's a marker here for something. So I'm trying to see what it says. I'm trying to show you right here. So it has a P and what appears to be an 8. So I'm not sure if it's, I don't think it's 8 miles to Philadelphia, but P is probably Philadelphia. I'm not sure what the other one. Like I said, it does look like an 8 there, but let me see what there's anything around the other side here. No. So there is nothing on the other side, so now I'm a little bit curious about that, but it's definitely a marker for the canal, I'm sure. Oh yeah, there's something that says canal trail. Oh, you got to turn over here, so I'm going to turn you around again. But there's a canal trail over there showing going this way. So let's see where this goes. But who knows, maybe that's not the canal. But it sure looks like it, but there's a marker there. Was it railroad markers? I don't remember looking like that, but not sure exactly what kind of marker that is, but I'm gonna have to look into it, doing more research. There's the route system. So this is an Eagle Scout project from 2010 to do the canal. Oh, hold on. So I hope you enjoyed your day here with me at 400 Day here at Fort Hunter in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Sorry, got something in my eye. So I hope you enjoyed your day here with me here at Fort Hunter for 400 Day. This is my first time coming to this event. Maybe I'll come back again. We'll see in the future. Sure, a whole lot of things don't change. Sorry for they are singing bluegrass music and behind me. So if you enjoyed this type of content, please consider like, commenting, sharing, subscribing. And as always, go create your own adventure, and I'll see you at the next location.